Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you've watched the pilot episode of this channel, you probably remember the question I asked. Why do we spend our whole lives working for money when almost nobody teaches us how to make money work for us? I asked myself that question for years, and honestly, it changed the direction of my life. Today, I'd like to tell you why. Before we go any further, I think it's only fair that you know who I am. My name is Andy. Today, I'm retired. About 10 years before turning 65. Whenever I tell people that, they almost always ask me the same question. Were you already a millionaire? The answer is no. I didn't win the lottery. I didn't inherit a fortune. I didn't discover a secret formula. I simply spent years learning, making mistakes, understanding what works. You know, my interest in investing didn't begin yesterday. It started when I was about 16 years old. Yes, 16. Back then, I enrolled in a correspondence course. Every month, a yellow workbook arrived in my mailbox. That's where I first discovered the Dow Jones, stocks, bonds, and an entire world that fascinated me. I still remember the excitement of opening each new lesson. It was like opening the Sears Christmas wish book. Very quickly, I thought to myself, this is something I really want to understand. I even considered working in the financial industry, but the more I learned about it, the more I realized it wasn't the right place for me. I didn't want my success to be measured by sales targets. I didn't want someone asking me every month, how many mutual funds did you sell? The question I wish someone would ask instead was, how many people did you help better understand their finances today? Looking back, that's probably the moment I realized my path would be different. Then, something remarkable happened. The investing world changed dramatically. Many of the tools and investment products we'll discuss on this channel didn't even exist in 2020. Today, individual investors have access to opportunities that were far less accessible just a few years ago. That doesn't mean investing has become easy, and it certainly doesn't mean risk has disappeared. But it does mean that there are now more ways than ever to gradually build financial independence. For decades, the traditional model was fairly simple: work, save, retire. Today, the world is different. ETFs, index funds, income strategies, low-cost investment products, and many other tools that simply didn't exist when I was 16. I truly believe many people are still following financial rules that were created for a world that no longer exists. That's exactly why I created AndyPii. I'm not here to tell you what to buy. I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm here to help you understand. Because when you understand, you make better decisions. Through this channel, I can finally share what I've learned for free. No sales pressure, no quotas, no commissions, no obligation to convince you to buy one product instead of another. My only goal is that every episode leaves you with more knowledge and more confidence to make your own decisions. Maybe you're 20 years old, wondering where to begin. Maybe you're raising a family and simply trying to build a more secure future. Maybe retirement is getting closer and you're wondering if there's still time. Or maybe you're already retired and you're looking for better ways to make your money work for you. Over the years, I've learned one important lesson. There isn't one perfect investing strategy. There is the right strategy for the right person at the right stage of life. A student's needs aren't the same as a parent's. A young professional doesn't have the same goals as someone preparing for retirement. That's exactly why this channel will never focus on only one way of investing. We'll explore different approaches, different tools, different strategies, always with the same goal: helping you understand so you can decide what fits your own situation. Over the next episodes, you're going to meet several people. You may recognize yourself in one of them, maybe even in more than one, and together we'll learn. If you've stayed with me until now, thank you. I hope you have a better understanding of why this channel exists. I don't pretend to have all the answers. I'm still learning myself. But there is one thing I truly believe. Investing shouldn't be reserved for a small group of experts. It should be understandable for everyone. And if this channel helps you move one step closer to that goal, then it will already have fulfilled its purpose. I'll see you in the next episode. And if you'd like to be notified when it's released, You can subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Until then, keep investing by learning. Before we wrap up, thank you for spending this time with me. I sincerely hope this episode helped you learn something new, because that's exactly the mission of this channel. In the next episode, we'll continue exploring the world of investing together, one strategy at a time. If you enjoyed this video, I think you already know what to do, the famous like button. If you'd like to know when the next episode is released, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you haven't already. And if you'd like to follow my investing journey, you can also find me on Blossom Social Investing. I post daily the dividend announcements of several ETFs providers for weekly payers, monthly payers, and more. And I inform you about the new ETFs launching. You'll find a free link in the description below. I'd also like to mention that I'm simply one of the thousands Blossom shareholders using the Blossom platform. The opinions expressed on this channel are entirely my own and do not represent Blossom Social Investing. Thank you again, and until next time, keep investing by learning. Stay safe. And even on cloudy days, the sun is still up there, and you will see it again when the clouds clear. And don't forget that even the longest journey begins with the first step. See you soon.